I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcasted like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one Chief Rock in the universe, your main man, Uncle Freezy, and welcome to the premier Knicks in the Morning Time show, the Knicks Morning Drive, coming through with another off-season live stream where we collect news and data and things of that sort, information, try to help you get through a reasonable portion of your workday. Salute, salute, salute. Chop Low in the building. Salute, Chop. Salute, Chop Low in the building. Coaches in the building. What's good? What's good? So I've been browsing, man, scouring for news, and I can't find any. Pastor J is in the building. Salute. Pastor J is in the building. Man, what I will say is this, man. The Knicks front office is buttoned up, bro. Like, ain't nothing hardly leaking. I've been searching for some type of news, and the Knicks are very buttoned up. Very buttoned up. Right? I think I kind of like that too, by the way. But Benny, don't chew that. No, don't chew that, Benny. So happy pre-4th of July for everybody that celebrate. And so I was trying not to. And when I say trying, trust me. When I say trying, I have been trying. Right? I've been trying to not pour my Pacome Dadiet love affair on Knicks fans. But I think I may be at a point where I can't help it. So we got Summer League coming up in a little while. Summer League coming up in about, I think Summer League's coming up in a few days, right? So Summer League's coming up in a few days. The NBA trade things will start to become official, I think, Saturday or Sunday. So things are going to become official either Saturday or Sunday. I'm not for sure. I'm expecting it to be Saturday. Trades and transactions become official. That way we can have a better sense of, as Knicks fans, we can have a better sense of where the team is headed, even though we won't know exactly where the front office is going. But just as an outline for today's show, I'm going to talk about Pacome Dadiet. I'm going to talk about Walker Kessler and why Walker Kessler maybe the most important move of the post-draft era. Right? Walker Kessler, maybe the most important move beyond the draft, right? How important he is. I'm going to briefly speak about who may go and how we may miss that person that goes in that Walker Kessler trade. I'm going to continue to look at websites like Hoops Hype. I'm going to keep X pulled up during this excursion. Cowboy Bob is in the building. But first, Pacome Dadiet. Y'all know, okay, so full disclosure, I loved 3 prospects coming into this draft, right? Y'all know I love Ryan Dunn, right? Ryan Dunn's gone. We'll talk about Ryan Dunn in 5 years. Is that for me? You coming this way? Come on, come on. I don't know what it is about women women with Caribbean roots. They do not like the camera, man. They do not like the camera, but whatever. It's what it is. I grabbed Miss Mocha's hand just now, and Benny looked at me like, but my dog Gaston, my dog Gaston, I know he Gaston, you got my back forever, right? Gaston just wagged his tail. Man, if Benny jump on me, ain't nothing Gaston can do, man. Ain't nothing Gaston can do. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So the Pacome Dadiet thing. I've spoken to several people about Pacome Dadiet. Oh, well, let me finish this one thought. Right. So y'all know the 3 guys that I was in love with going into the draft. Right. I was in love with Ulrich Shamshi, right? The big man that went to Toronto. I think he's the next. I think he's going to be a Pascal Siakam type. The son of the legend, Kerry Cox, is in the building. Danny Landis is in the building. 27 up in here. Yeah. So I was in love with 3 candidates: Ulrich Shamshi, Ryan Dunn, and Pacome Dadiet. Right now, you don't have to be with me on this train. I'm not asking you to. All I'm saying is, when I was researching the draft, there were 3 players that popped off the screen to me. Right, 3 players that popped off the screen to me. Right. Ulrich Shamshi jumped off the screen to me because for his height, for his size, 6'11", 232, he could rebound, he could dribble, he could pass, he could shoot a little bit. And it gives me, watching him gives me Giannis Antetokounmpo vibes, right? Just vibes, right? I'm not saying he's Giannis. I'm not saying he's 50% of Giannis. I'm not saying that he's 10% Giannis, right? But when I saw Ulrich Shamshi, I thought, wow, this is where the NBA is going right here. A guy 6'11", a guy 6'11", that can legit grab the ball off the rim, grab a rebound, and not just push it, but bring the ball up the floor and help initiate offense. King Ribby is in the building, fresh out of the shower. No man on earth needs to be as clean as King Ribby. King Ribby is the cleanest human being on the planet. Salute to King Ribby. Every time I call Ribby, he like, I'm like, what you doing? He's like, yeah, man, I just got the shower like 2 minutes ago. I'm like, ew, you ain't have to answer. You ain't have to answer the phone, man. Try your ew. Salute to King Ribby. That's my guy. That's my brother right there. Ivory 10 is in the building. Rick is in the building. Salute, Rick. $808 Empire State to die for is in the building. Okay. Wiz is in the building. So the Orish Shamshi kid, I was thinking, man, are the Knicks ready to be future forward? Like if they are the Knicks going to be future forward? One of the things that we have to consider is as a franchise is, are you in the moment or are you future forward? Right? Personally, I live my life in the moment. I am where my feet are. Right? But as I speak to smart people like Ivory 10 about multiple subjects, as I speak to people like Jeremy Nussbaum, smart people, as I speak to smart people, I realize that I have to be in the moment with an eye for the future. That's me. Like my flaw is I'm always in the moment. Right? I'm in the moment. Like you're not going to pull me into the future. I'm in the moment. I like enjoying where I am in the moment. Right? But as I speak to smarter people, as I speak to the King Ribbies, as I speak to the Allah Wises of the world, I realize that I have to be in the moment and a little future forward. Now, the reason why I say that is because I thought for a long time the Knicks fan base was living in the past. I legit thought the Knicks fan base and the organization lived in the past. I thought the Knicks organization always tried to recapture a moment. And what I mean by that is, can we find the next Clyde Frazier? Can the Knicks find the next Patrick Ewing? Can the Knicks find the next Carmelo Anthony? But as I watch this rebuild, what I noticed was the Knicks organization is operating future forward and in the present at the same time, which goes against what I was thinking about them living in the past. So when I, as a person that lives in the moment, looks at somebody living in the past, though they were living in the present, thinking future forward, at times they made decisions that made me scratch my head. right? Like, why are we bringing in Kemba Walker? Why are we signing Evan Fournier to a 4-year deal? Right? This is me thinking Evan Fournier was here. And trust, I'm going somewhere, everybody. I'm going somewhere. This is about the draft picks and Walker Kessler, but I'm starting at a place, right? So I'm starting at I'm going to talk about Pacome Dadiet and Walker Kessler and others, right? I hadn't forgotten about the other rookies, but I'm starting at a place and I'm going to another place. Sometimes the front office made decisions that made you legit scratch your head like, yo, what are they doing? Like, what are they doing? I don't understand. Come to find out, the Knicks front office looked at the rebuilding of this organization as one step at a time. Build it from the bottom up. And some of the pieces that you use in your rebuild won't be here when you sip champagne and smoke cigars. Basically, I guess what I'm saying is there's levels to this, right? There's levels to this. One of the levels I want to ask is, will Pacome Dadiet be a better contributor than Obi Toppin? I thought about that. Ironically, King Ribby, I thought about that when I was in the shower, right? Ironically. This morning, I'm in the shower thinking, did Leon Rose pull a fast one on us? Did he legit? Did Leon Rose pull a fast one on us? Did he understand the 5-year plan? Right? Did he and Worldwide West and others understand before you build a skyscraper towards the heavens, you have to build a foundation deep into the ground? And so as fans, we were like, nah, I don't care. I'm double parked. I don't care how you do it. Just hurry up. That was our mindset, right? But now that I see the foundation is set, our foundation, and whether people like it or not, our foundation is Josh Hart, Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby. That's our foundation. They had been here. They've been to playoff games together. They've been through tough times together. They seem to enjoy playing for each other. And the city loves Randle. The internet may have a different opinion of Randle, but the city itself, from everything I've experienced, from everything that I've seen, New York City itself loves Julius Randle. The internet hates everybody. Right? The internet hates everybody. If you do one false move, the internet will turn on you. One false move. Look at Drake. Drake was the most popular dude on the planet, seems like, for years. One false move, and people are looking to cancel Drake. Knicks Live is in the building. The city, everything I hear about the city, right? I've had, okay, so I had maybe 3 or 4 distant interactions with Julius Randle. Julius Randle doesn't know who I am, right? I'm not saying me and Julius Randle sat down at a table and had tea. We didn't. But Julius Randle said on the 7 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast that everywhere he goes in the city is nothing but love. And that's what I had been hearing for a mighty long time. Like the internet has beef with Randle because the internet has beef with everyone. Okay. Hey, sweetie. You like that though. But you like that though. Okay. All right. Hey, man, don't be a husband like me. Be the best husband you can be. Don't be a husband like me. So the foundation that was built was Randle, Brunson, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby. We just got Mikal Bridges. We can't say he's a foundation piece yet, even though we want him to be. I want Mitch to be a foundation piece, but every summer, the rumor is Mitchell Robinson is in trade rumors. It's just what it is. We got to be honest with each other. Every summer, the trade rumors are that Mitchell Robinson is in a trade somewhere. So the foundation is set. The foundation is Brunson, Randle, OG, Josh Hart, with a sprinkling of Mitch, Dante, and Mikal Bridges. I think that's 7 players, right? I think that's like 7 players. Now, how we got here is intriguing in that we thought maybe RJ was going to be a part of the foundation. Thought Quickly was going to be a part of the foundation, especially when he had that game against Boston. We Quickly had that breakout game against Boston on that Saturday night, the ABC game. I thought Quickly was going to be a star. Comes to find out, he's going to be a star, just not here. Quickly is going to be a star, just not here. RJ is going to be a good player, just not here. But as I look at how we were unable to interpret certain things, like how at the trade deadline 2 years ago, the Knicks didn't trade a first-round pick for, what was that, 2 years ago? 3 years ago. Or 3 trade deadlines ago. How the Knicks didn't trade for Lonzo Ball. Y'all remember that? The Knicks didn't trade for Lonzo Ball at the trade deadline. And I was hot up here, boy. How you not going to let... Yo, how you not going to trade a first-round pick for Lonzo Ball? No, we need a point guard. We got Who do we have at point guard? Alec Burks. I think we had Alec Burks at point guard at that time. I was hot, boy. You couldn't tell me nothing why we didn't trade for Lonzo Ball. Come to find out, after the fact, Lonzo Ball had a degenerative knee issue going on all the way back then. The front office, whether they knew that or not, they did not trade for Lonzo Ball. Even though they had the assets to do so. And in hindsight, we all know hindsight is 2020, right? So in hindsight, the Lonzo Ball trade, or the lack thereof, benefited us. Fast forward to today, right? The Knicks had made the Knicks passed on a lot of guys, and clearly the Knicks passed on a lot of guys because they felt like the roster, the culture was not ready to bring in a certain type guy, right? Ousmane Dieng, Jalen Duren, Mark Williams, Kendall Brown, AJ Griffin. I mean, the list goes on and on and on about guys that we passed up on. Tyrese Halliburton, Desmond Bane, Tyrese Maxey. The list goes on and on guys that we passed up on, right? But as you look today, you look at those moves, and those moves, or lack thereof, look genius. They look like genius moves now. They look like genius moves now, right? Because now the Knicks have a foundation in place. Yeah, Jalen Williams. Yeah, Jalen Williams also. Yeah. But now the moves look like genius moves, because just because those guys went other places and thrived, it didn't guarantee that those players were going to come here and thrive. But now that the Knicks have turned themselves into a fairly respectable organization, maybe the best front office in the NBA, they can take a chance on Pacome Dadiet. And listen, every time I say Pacome Dadiet, my heart just flutter, right? And I know that sounds mad soft. Judge me if you want. I don't care. Y'all know by now, I don't care about certain stuff, like certain stuff. It don't bother me, right? Like, y'all's pain bother me, but when people get upset or troll or get mad, that stuff don't bother me. Y'all know me by now, right? Y'all know who I am by now. If stuff bother y'all, it bother me. But if like an individual is mad or something, that don't bother me at all. I mean, not even the slightest. I'm like, okay, well, step. Don't bother me. But Pacome Dadiet, y'all, listen, man. Let me say this though. Let me say this just up front, right? Just, if the Knicks had came away from the draft with Ryan Dunn, Pacome Dadiet, and Ulrich Shamshi, Dre just sent me some news. Oh, man. I told you, Dre don't, IKBM Dre don't listen to me. Right. I told Dre, I think that the team that's going to be on the rise this year is the Charlotte Hornets. And they laughed at me. Oh, man, Charlotte trash, man. Charlotte trash, man. I was like, yo, I know a little bit about basketball, y'all. I know a little bit about basketball, man. But anyway, if the Knicks had drafted Ryan Dunn, Orish Shamshi, and Pacome Dadiet, I legit would have thought they had the cheat code. Right? I would have thought they had the cheat code. Because you'd have been so future forward that you would have legit, if you brung those three along together at the same time, you probably would have had the makings of a starting five in about 5 years. In about 5 years, they'd have probably been the makings of a starting five. But we're not in that place where we're thinking about a starting five in 5 years. We're thinking future forward a little bit about the evolution of NBA basketball and the New York Knicks' place in it. And by drafting a 6'9" shooting guard, and he's 6'9" in shoes, everybody. He's 6'7" and 3/4 barefoot. So in shoes, he's 6'9". A 6'9" shooting guard with handles, right? And I know it sounds far-fetched that a 6'9" shooting guard would ever start or get significant minutes for the Knicks. Well, we don't know. What we do know is at age 18, he has the makings of a legit 20-point per game scorer in the NBA. What we do know is he's a fluid athlete. Is he the most explosive? No. Right? He's not the most explosive. Is he in that category? Is he in that group of great young athletes? Yes. Yes. Pacome Dadiet, in my mind, is going to be a good Knick for a long time. In my mind, Pacome Dadiet is going to be a good young player for a long time. What does that mean? That means as our core pieces, Randall, Brunson, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, as those pieces start to age out or diminish, the Pacome Dadiets of the world will be turning 23, 24 years old. When OG Anunoby starts to turn into Old Man River, Pacome Dadiet, man, listen. I think this may be the most intriguing draft pick the Knicks made since Porzingis. I think this is, I'm going to call Pacome Dadiet this regime's Porzingis. Right? Because you don't know exactly what he's going to be, but you know something is there. Right? Because when we drafted Porzingis, we were thinking, okay, he can move. He's a fluid athlete at 7'3". He's a fluid athlete at 7'3". Oh, wait, he can dribble a little bit? When we first got Kristaps Porzingis, we were intrigued by him dunking on people. Remember that? Remember the Porzingis dunk fest? Remember he caught Kevin Love? And we were like, oh, okay. Remember he got LaMarcus Aldridge? And LaMarcus Aldridge was crying, he pushed me in the back. Remember that? Remember the December game when he did the spin-a-rooney on Draymond Green? After he got the steal, the spin-a-rooney, and then went in for the dunk? And we were looking at Porzingis like, yo, what is this? And then all of a sudden, Porzingis was blocking shots. And we were like, wait a minute. We thought he was just a 7'3" athlete. Wait a minute. He blocking shots too? And then one game, I'll never forget this as long as I live. One game against the Charlotte Hornets, Willie Hernan-Gomez kicks it out to Porzingis behind the three-point line, and he raised up and knocked down the three as if it were nothing. And then your heart starts to palpitate, and your mind starts to race like, holy crap. Did the Knicks really get one at 4? Did the Knicks really get one at 4? And then a star is born, right? And then a star is born. So I said all of that to say this. Pacome Dadiet. You'll get to see Pacome Dadiet in the Summer League, right? You'll get to see Pacome Dadiet. You'll get to see Tyler Kolek. You'll get to see Kevin McCullough Jr. You'll get to see Rokas Jokubaitis. You'll get to see Huporti. You'll get to Ariel Huporti. You'll get to see all those guys on display. And when you watch it, you will be watching the future of New York Knicks basketball. Right? We're not rushing guys out. We're excited about Mikal Bridges. Randall's a multiple-time All-Star. Brunson will be a multiple-time All-Star. Josh Hart is here to stay. Dante is a key contributor. Mitch is here to stay. But in Summer League, you'll get to watch the future of New York Knicks basketball. And what building a foundation first, right? Building a foundation first and thinking future forward. What that means. The Knicks have a 6'9" shooting guard. Will he stay at the shooting guard position? He's got the skills to stay at the shooting guard position. He's got handles. They're not elite, but they're very, very good. His handles right now are better than Josh Hart's. His handles right now are better than Deuce McBride's. His handles right now, from what I've seen of Tyler Kolek, and I'm not bashing Tyler Kolek, y'all, everybody, because Tyler Kolek is going to be a good player. So don't be down on Tyler Kolek just because he's a second round pick, right? Stay enthused about Tyler Kolek. But from what I've seen, Pacome Dadiet's handle is better than Josh Hart. It's better, more functional than Deuce McBride. Maybe more saucy than Tyler Kolek. Like Kolek's handle may be more functional, but Dadiet's handle looks more saucy than Tyler Kolek. Sherwin is in the building. Sherwin comes in the door saying, no! Sherwin says, I'm watching him play now. He picks the ball up after 3 dribbles left. No, that's not what I saw. I saw something different, Sherwin. I saw, and this is limited film, right? This is limited film, right? I saw him actually cross a guy over right to go left. As a matter of fact, me and IKBM Dre was talking about this last night on the phone with Ty Barbie about we saw him preferring to go left. Right? Based on what we saw. Now, this is just 3 people watching stuff on the internet, right? We hadn't seen him in Summer League yet. Ronald Miller's in the building. Salute. And what I always thought is if you're a ball handler, there are certain things you can work on, just drills. Cowboy Bob says, I think all 4 players can be a future for starters with us. Tyler McCullers, Pacome at 3, Hookie Porty. I think the K is silent too, by the way. We only need a power forward to close out a young future 5. Okay. And Sherman says, is like most good players, he goes left to score. Okay. Okay. Either way, we don't know for sure. Sherman, the point that I was making is we don't know for sure. We won't know for sure what he is, because doing that in Germany and doing things in the NBA are 2 different things. Basically, we're pointing out what the skills what the skills are that flash off the screen. We don't know how effective any of this stuff will be against NBA competition. Not yet. Ivory 10 says, I saw nothing that said shooting guard when watching the film on Dadiet. Ivory 10, just leave it to me then, bro. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Let me be your trusted resource, bro. And I'm not saying that like I know everything, because I don't. But when researching players, there were only about 3 players that I felt like the Knicks absolutely had to go after, and they selected one of them. And I'm not saying that I know it all. What I'm saying is before this show, nobody knew who Pacome Dadiet was. Nobody. I messed around and said Ryan Dunn back in January, and people got on the Ryan Dunn train. It's because I researched this stuff, bro. We put in, bro, legit. Sometimes I can't even get through the workday because the Lawrence Tears phone stays busy with people calling and wanting to talk about prospects and things of that sort. So we talk about prospects, we compare notes, things of that sort, man. We talk basketball. This is what we do. Corey Lee is in the building. We don't know what he's going to be. We're enthusiastic about the potential. And Ronald Miller says, I don't think Pacome is good enough defender to be a 2 in the NBA. We will see in summer league. Bro, I think we got to relax on this one. He's 18, boss. He's 18. When have you ever seen an 18-year-old defender? I think we got to relax a little bit. We don't know that whether he's going to be a good defender or not, but the tools are there. Before we start nitpicking Dadiet, can we at least let him get a jersey number first? Ivory 10. Pacome looks like a more versatile Anderson Varejao. Ivory 10, stop what you're doing and go drink some coffee right away. Right away. Don't you ever... Bro, I'm going to take this off the screen because I don't want people to question your basketball knowledge, bro. Stop what you're doing right now and go get some coffee, bro. Colombian. Piping hot. Don't burn your tongue, but hurry up. Because anybody that says a smooth, fluid, athletic wing player with handles and shot creation looks like Anderson Varejao, bro, somebody had to have hacked Ivory 10's account. Hacker, get away from Ivory 10's account right now before I tell Ivory 10. You can't compare a smooth scoring shooting guard to a rebounding center. Anderson Varejao was a rebounding center. Pacome Dadiet is none of those things. As a matter of fact, rebounding may be one of the issues I need to talk to Pacome Dadiet about fixing. And my brother Ivory 10 says, if dude is a shooting guard, then so is... Bro, just drink the coffee, bro, please. Just drink the coffee, bro. OG Anunoby is a 6'7", 240-plus pound explosive matrix-like athlete, bro. Pacome Dadiet is 6'9", 207. OG Anunoby wish he had Pacome Dadiet's handles. Yeah. Corey, hey, Lee, our brother Ivory 10 was looking at the light skin thing and the curly hair. Yo, you may as well have called him Corbin Blue. Miss Mocha, that's the dude's name, right? Corbin Blue, is that a light-skinned dude with curly hair? Is Corbin Blue a light-skinned dude with curly hair? It sounds right. Yeah. Yeah. No. Miller, come on, man. No, man, stop. Y'all relax. Don't confuse positionless basketball with the classic NBA spots on the floor. Toronto played positionless basketball where they had a couple of point forwards and wing players that all played together. So it looked like one guy was he was not a Scotty Barnes is not a point guard. He's a point forward. Pascal Siakam is not a point guard. He's a jumbo point forward type. And when he went to Indiana, they put him in a classic power forward position. Let's not do this to Pacome Dadiet before we even see him in Summer League, right? Pacome Dadiet is a smooth shooting 18-year-old shooting guard with handles at the German league level. Will that translate to the NBA? We have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. He's 18. He won't be 19 for another couple months. But right now, we should be excited about the fact that he can create his own shot. It comes naturally. He can naturally create his own shot, right? He can naturally create his own shot against grown man defenders right now. And what I'm saying is I don't think Deuce McBride is efficient at that right now. I don't think Josh Hart is efficient at that right now. Right? I don't think OG Anunoby is efficient at that right now. They have high upside in other areas. Right? Pacome Dadiet right now at 18 is a 6'9" shooting guard that can create his own shot. He's a bucket getter. Will he be that in the NBA? We don't know. It's one step at a time. Let's get through Summer League. Let's see what he does in Summer League. Right? If he picks up his handle in Summer League, then we know we have a problem. Right? If he picks up his dribble in Summer League, then we know we have a problem. If he looks scared to shoot in Summer League, then we know we have a problem. Right? We just have something to work on. Iverton says he does not create his own shot. The scouting report said he created his own shot about 5. Would somebody please donate some coffee to Ivory 10 this morning? Bro, I legit watched video of him creating his own shot. I wouldn't come up here and say that the man can create his own shot if he couldn't create his own shot. Y'all know me. I keep it a stack with y'all. Fritz Alcindor is in the building. JM is in the building. I'm feeling as if we're having an episode of Stockholm Syndrome, where we've seen the Knicks draft guys and they wind up being busts. So now every time we pick a guy, we're like, oh yeah, he can. He's Frank Ntilikina. Everybody we draft is going to be Frank. Oh, he's French? Oh, he's definitely Frank Ntilikina. And nothing can be farther from the truth. Man, be excited about this Pacome Dadiet kid, man. Be excited. NYC is in the building. NYC B-Ball is in the building. Salute. Big L is in the building. Exactly. Yeah, hey, Fritz, that's what I'm saying. He's French? He's French. He's got to be Frank Ntilikina. Nah, bro, let's not do that, bro. Ronald says he's good at creating shots off of closeouts like Bridges. He doesn't shoot as well from three as McCall, but see, that right there is another nah. That's another thing that no, that's not right. No, that's not right. His first year in the Benny. His first year in the league, he struggled as a 17-year-old. Or the second year, I'm sorry. He struggled as a 17-year-old to make an adjustment. And then in the last 20 games, I think the last 20 games of the season, or the last 15 games of the season, that man shot 84% from the floor and 46% from three. That man shot 84% from the floor and 46% from three in his last 10 or so games. 84%. And for those that don't understand what I'm saying, like if that number doesn't impact you, that means he only missed 16% of the time. And if 46% from three don't impress you, just remember the kid is 18. He won't turn 19 for a couple of months. 18-year-olds are not necessarily knockdown shooters at that age. But that man got hot down the stretch and shot 46% from three. All types of threes. Dribble, pull-up threes, spot-up threes, corner threes, top of every three you can imagine. That man in a stitch of time shot 46% from three. In the last 15, I'm going to say 15 games because I can't remember if it was 10 or 20, but I know it was a large sample size. That man shot 84% from the floor. 84% from the floor. 84. And we out here talking about he can't create his own shot and he can't shoot. These are facts. These are facts. What made y'all? What made you think about it? If he was this, why would he if he was this, like what y'all are saying, he doesn't shoot as well from three as Mikal Bridges. If he was that, then why would he skyrocket up people's draft boards? Our roster, hey, Coach, our Summer League roster is not official yet. I think it's forthcoming. Justo, thank you for the generous contribution. He says, salute to Unc, salute chat. I think Pac offense can be like Middleton. Just go to the bucket. I'ma go to Duncan and then get Ivory 10 some coffee too. Yeah, man. Hey, swing by and pick me up, bro. Because I want to chip in on the coffee thing for Ivory 10, bro. Come through, bro. I ride with you. From everybody that I've talked to, for instance, so my initial assessment is I think he's Sean Elliott. Ivory 10, you crazy, bro. You wild. Ivory 10 is wild out here, bro. Salute to our brother Ivory 10. So my initial thought when I first saw him, I thought he was going to be Sean Elliott. I thought he was going to be a smooth, athletic, small forward with a little jump shot and things of that sort. But then I started looking at the games, the game results, and that dude wasn't taking a ton of shots, but he was making the shots that he was given or taking. Reese is in the building. Reese says, I hear some people talk about we're going to play small with 6'7" OG or 6'8" Randall at the 5, and I'm not feeling it. That'll just lead to injuries and us getting bullied. Yeah, man. Without sounding like a hater, right? What I'll say to that is, here we take pride in knowing basketball, right? That's why some people don't like us. Like on Blawrence Tears, like legit. On Blawrence Tears, I value people that know basketball. Sometimes fans will come up and start talking, and I'll get disinterested, and you can tell. You can tell. And I try to be a better host, but I'm more interested about hooping, right? And by saying that the Knicks are intentionally going to enter the season with the mindset that they're going to play small ball, yeah, I don't see it. Sherwin says weaknesses: not an elite athlete by NBA standards. He's just okay length. Wingspan is reported to be 6'9", maybe closer. He's solid, but not elite first step. Foot speed is decent, not great. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So, Sherwin, I'm looking at NBA.net right now. They have athleticism and size at 8. They have ball handling and potential at 8. They have defense, quickness, leadership, NBA ready, passing at 7. They have his NBA. They had his NBA mock at 26. Hey, Sherwin, I'm gonna put this up here. Sherwin's my man. Hey, listen, when Sherwin speak, man, y'all, when Sherwin type stuff, man, y'all pay attention to Sherwin. But I want to show Sherwin something, right? All right, Sherwin, look at this. I want to put this up here for my man Sherwin. Y'all see that, man? Dunkersaurus is in the building. Just Knicks was good. So y'all see that, right? NBA comparison, Jaime Jaquez, Sean Elliott. Bro, you cannot be more diametrically opposed than an elite athlete and a not and a borderline athlete, right? Jaime Jaquez is a borderline athlete. Sean Elliott was an elite athlete, an elite run jump athlete, right? The first thing they say, right? This is how I know you can take websites stuff with a grain of salt. The first thing they say, strengths, versatile 3-and-D wing with good size, fairly good athlete, has sneaky athleticism, solid leaper off 1 or 2 feet, great built, has an NBA body despite his age, high basketball IQ. He mostly makes the right decision. His versatility on both ends of the floor intrigues. He could play 2 through 4. He's a 3-level scorer potential, good finisher at the rim, has very good shooting mechanics, either from standstill or pull-ups. Size helps. Bro, this is all the stuff that I had been saying. So I'm going to go to his weakness. Not an elite athlete by NBA standards. Right? Not an elite athlete by NBA standards. That's what I had been saying the whole time, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't think he's an elite athlete. And thank you, Sherman, for the content. Thank you for the content, Sherman. Right? So not an elite athlete by NBA standards. Right? That's in the weaknesses, right? But in the strengths, they say fairly good athlete. So I think we have to make the distinction there. Like, what is an elite athlete in the NBA? Can somebody name just for exercise, right? Who is an elite athlete in the NBA? An elite wing player. Somebody name an elite athletic wing. Donovan Mitchell, Anthony Edwards. Okay, Donovan Mitchell, Anthony, like an elite wing, like somebody 6'5", 6'8", something like that. 6'5", 6'9". So when I think elite athletic wing, I think Anthony Edwards. Right? But then when I think about how many Anthony Edwards there are walking planet Earth, there aren't many. How many Jaylen Brown, Anthony Edwards are there walking planet Earth? How many Zach LaVines are there walking planet Earth? There aren't many. Right? Of the 500 players that are rotate in and out of the NBA season, right? Players that get cut, players that go down to the G League, they'll come up from the G League. Players that get injured. How many elite athletes are there going to be in the NBA? Not many. Out of the 500 players in the NBA that'll rotate in and out of a season, I think you're probably talking about 10 elite athletes. And I'm talking about pound for pound athleticism. So when draft.net says not an elite athlete by NBA standards, also look at where they said strengths. Fairly good athlete has sneaky athleticism. I think you got to weigh both at the same time. Off rip, I think Pacome Dadiet is one of the best athletes on our roster right now. Is he as athletic as a healthy OG Anunoby? I don't know. OG Anunoby at 240 pounds, we sleep on how athletic OG Anunoby is at 240 pounds. OG Anunoby was supposed to be LeBron James athletic coming out of high school, but he had the leg injuries that slowed that down. Kind of like how Harry Giles was supposed to be a LeBron James type athlete, and then knee injuries slowed him down. Right. So when draft.net says he's not an elite athlete by NBA standards, I agree. Because in my mind, an elite athlete was Derrick Rose in his prime, was an elite athlete. In my mind, Michael Jordan in his prime was an elite athlete. Dominique Wilkins in his prime was an elite athlete. To me, Victor Wembanyama to be 7'4" is an elite athlete for a guy 7'4". Pre-injury, Zach LaVine was an elite athlete. Pre-bulk, Aaron Gordon was an elite athlete. Like before Aaron Gordon got big, remember he was always stout. But before he got big, Aaron Gordon was an elite athlete. But what if Pacome Dadiet in that athletic range of a Dante DiVincenzo? What if Pacome Dadiet is a 6'9" version of Dante DiVincenzo? He's Kevin Knox light, right? Yeah, that's what he said on draft night. They were like, "Yo, who was your biggest influence?" He said Kevin Knox. Y'all don't remember that? Y'all don't remember that when Monica McNutt asked him who his influence was? He said, "Oh, I really like Kevin Knox." C-Mac asked, can he move his feet defensively like Dante? I think he's more athletic than Dante, right? That's what it looks like to me. Right? That's what it looks like to me. Right? The potential for him to, but we don't know. He's 18. In fairness to the conversation, it wouldn't be fair to the truth to say what this guy is going to be, and he's 18 and hadn't even played Summer League yet. Is the potential there? Absolutely. Let me ask y'all this though. So what's with the new obsession with athleticism? I'm just asking. Because what I want to do in order to not sound hypocritical, what I'm going to do is apply everything that y'all saying to all the rookies. In fairness to the conversation. In fairness to the conversation, in order to not seem hypocritical, I just want to apply all the same parameters to all the rookies that we have. So is a good athlete with sneaky athleticism, if that's not good enough, what does that mean about Kevin McCullers? Who's a borderline athlete that plays hard. I ain't gonna lie. I like McCullers. Wish he was taller, but so does he. So if good athlete with sneaky athleticism is a drawback, what does that mean for Kevin McCullers? What does that mean for Tyler Kolek, who's not even close? I'm just asking. Because I really like Kevin McCullough Jr. I really like him. High motor, high energy guy. Where's Sherwin at? Sherwin, you supposed to answer the question, bro. If Pacome Dadiet was an elite athlete, he would be compared to. No, that's that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking about the athleticism thing. I just want to be fair across the board to the conversation. Like, because we legit just spoke like 15 minutes about athleticism. Draft.net compared Pacome Dadiet to Jaime Jaquez and Sean Elliott, who are two, the variance between those two players is night and day. Jaime Jaquez shouldn't even be mentioned in a breath with Sean Elliott, ever. But that's who they have up there. Jaime Jaquez and athleticism shouldn't, even though he's a decent athlete, Sean Elliott is a different, we got to relax. Sean Elliott in his prime was as explosive or maybe more than Donovan Mitchell at 6'8". And I'm not going by a website. I'm going by what I saw. I remember Arizona in 88, 89. I remember Arizona I remember Arizona was good. Syracuse was good. Syracuse had Derek Coleman and a couple of others. Illinois was good. Marcus Liberty, Nick Anderson, Steve Bardo. Who else was at Illinois? Nick Anderson, Steve Bardo, Marcus Liberty, Kendall Gill. Yeah, I remember Kendall Gill. Michigan was good during that era when Sean Elliott was good. Michigan had Glenn Rice, Terry Mills, Gary Grant. Yeah, Ken Norman. Okay. Yeah. Those are the days, man. Those were the days, man. Hey, Miller says Elliott and Jaquez represent ceiling and floor. Okay. Maybe I missed it. I thought they were comparing the two. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed it, but still saying Jaime Jaquez and Sean Elliott in the same breath, though, is like, to me, it's like saying Eddie Curry and Shaq. With Pacome Dadiet being 18, I think it might be a little soon to really assume who he is. And I'm saying he reminds me of a freshman Sean Elliott at Arizona. When Arizona had Steve Kerr, Kenny Lofton, Bison Dele, Sean Rooks. Man, Arizona was loaded. Arizona was loaded, man. Arizona was loaded. Oh, I got one. So I may be off a little bit on this one, but here's my comparison. Pacome Dadiet right now reminds me of a 18-year-old Corey Maggette at Duke. Like, there's something there. You just don't quite know what it's going to be. Now, once Corey Maggette got to the pros, that's not who I'm comparing him to. I'm not comparing him to Corey Maggette in the pros. I'm comparing Corey Maggette to the 18-year-old Corey Maggette at Duke that had all these talents and skills, but you didn't know what he was going to be. You didn't know if he was going to be a walking bucket. You didn't know if he was going to be a defender. Corey Maggette had the talent to be whatever he wanted to be at 18. But we didn't quite know what he was going to be. As a Duke fan, that's what I'm saying. Now, Pacome Dadiet at this age and with this handle. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Corey Maggette was an elite athlete, bro. He was explosive. But you didn't know what he was going to be with that athleticism, though. You didn't really know if he was going to be the next Kobe Bryant or the next Harold Miner? Sherwood says Leon Rose said he is not going over the first tier. Who can we sign as a backup big to stay below the first tier? I didn't hear him say that. I didn't hear him. Hey, do you have a source for that? Because I need to share that with the universe, bro. If that's what Leon Rose said. Man, be excited about Pacome Dadiet. He gonna be that dude, y'all. Right. Hey, Kenny Payne, have fun at Arkansas. But he says only God talks to Leon. Right, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Sherman, you don't have to. Yeah, Sherman, you don't have to Google it, bro. I'll find it. I'll find it. You don't have to put. You don't have to put work in. I'll find it. Just really quickly to finish off the athleticism thing. If athleticism is a thing now with the rookies, I'm a little concerned because I really like the grit of Tyler Kolek. I like the grit of McCullers, and I like the potential of Ariel. I don't know if athleticism is my factor. I just want guys that are going to be tough, play hard, and give it their all and develop. On that note, man, I'm gonna get out of here so I can get back to work. Thank y'all for coming through and rocking with us. I'm gonna see if the guys are gonna do a Knicks freestyle tonight. I think they were itching to do one. Last week they couldn't because of the draft. So we'll see. I'll hit them up and see what they think. But thank y'all for coming through and rocking with us, man. I'm out of here, y'all. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Peace, everybody.